I got it. I got it. I got it. Matt, there's desert sky pictures, and then there's desert sky pictures. And yours wins the internet, Matt. Hold on. It's so beautiful. And what you can't see, because I'm in the way, I wanted to bring in a little Marshall Tucker band, Matt. Desert Skies, one of my favorite campfire songs. So now you get the full effect. Incredible desert skies, Matt. This time of year, the clouds I've never seen more rainbows, right? And I've never seen prettier skies than the high desert of Bend, Oregon, Matt. Just a beautiful picture. Mount Bachelor's sitting there needing snow desperately. But fantastic shot. I think you win photo of the week. You should send it into KTVZ. Tell them that you're a communist sympathizer, and then you win it for sure.
Yeah, you really had a good picture of the sun going down there, just south of Tumalo. It was a pretty shot. Plus we were kind of looking. I was up, so I was kind of looking down on.
You were for sure up. I've cropped it so you can't see the roadway.
Yeah, but the roadway actually makes it cool, I think.
Listen, I'm the artistic director of the show. You are the don't. All right, that's what you are. Just play your part. You're good at it. You're the best. You're the best don't I've ever known. Matt, speaking of please don't hesitate to buy this Christmas gift. MarketVitals.io is the website. Market Vitals is the stream. HFR, Bob Heffernan, Mistrade, Matt Davio. Matt, let me share. I'm going to share the best Christmas gift that you can possibly come up with for this year. So again, don't hesitate. Hold on. We got two gifts. All right. Go to redbubble.com, and Maja TV is hosting some items there. And what you're going to really want to check out, I think, is the Rub Me Brandon Dad's Ball Cap. Get them. They're hot. They're ready to go. You can order them today and get them by Christmas. But you better get on it. You can't hesitate. Please don't hesitate. All right. And the other thing that you can do is go to Amazon.com, which I heard had some problems today. And just search for Shrimp Mojo. Look at that. Look at how. Let's see what happens. Oh, bong right there. Matt, by the way, Mistrade, Matt Davio, not an expert in the kitchen yet. But he's gone through nearly a pound of rub.
Yeah.
A pound. I mean, he's fully got a rub habit.
When I find something I like, I'm consistent.
I mean, you can say it. We're in the nest now. Hi, I'm Matt. I have a rub habit.
Hi, I'm Matt. I have a rub problem. Can't wait for you to put that.
It ain't a problem. Believe me, it ain't a problem. Never been a problem. They told me I'd go blind. I didn't believe them until I needed glasses.
Now you're flipping the script. Now you're flipping the script on me.
How about those Lions? We got a couple things that we need to mention.
Yeah, you were a little foggy yesterday. I thought I had the head cold, but I think you must have had the Omicron. Apparently,
you got the HIV.
I think you gave it to
combo.
Me. I think you gave me the Fauci Omicron HIV vid.
Your Lions, though, Matt, winning all game and then give the game away, try to give the game away, and then recapture it.
Yeah, you know, my sons were all texting me the Lions going to be lioning again, and sure enough, at the end they really did. I think Minnesota scored with like a minute 10 left. Goff is not known for his last second heroics, but he took them. I think he went 75, 80 yards, and they scored on 4th and 4, like with no time left. They had 4 seconds, I think, left or something like that.
Just a glorious win for the Lions. Matt, the NFL is very hard to figure out, but this weekend you nailed the go with the favorites parlay.
Yeah, we said it. We said it Friday. We said take the 3, 10 to 14 favorites. I think it was the Rams they ended up 14 at game time and they won, by 30. You had the Tampa Bay, of course, 10. They covered by 11. It was a little closer. And then I believe it was the Cardinals were heavy favorites, and they won by 25 again also. So those three, you put $5 on the 3-team parlay, you just paid yourself 30. You put 100 on it, you pay yourself 600. It's a pretty good bet. Again,
all right, Matt, this week we only have one team right now, double-digit favorite in the NFL.
Yeah, early lines, only one team right now. There's a couple right at the 9 area. And again, until it goes double digits, do not put it on your board. Right now, it's the Chargers minus 10.5 over the Giants. That's the only one. So, check back in Thursday, Friday when the lines have fully settled and injuries have been figured out. That's what I always like to say, especially with the NFL. I don't really care. The NFL and now that college football is in essence over, except for the 42 bowl games, including the championship semis on the 31st, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's good that they got that going.
All right, man, let's just say one thing. And you said it the other day. The reason why you bet Alabama was Nick Saban. Yeah. The guy's insane. What is he, 25-1 now? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
How good he is in these championship type games. But we want to talk about Bill Belichick and the Patriots. He's just an incredible coach. And let's not forget, this is pre-Bill Belichick, I believe. But the Patriots are cheaters, and that's all there is to it. Hold on a second. Why can't I start this? Hold on.
But dude, I'm curious though. Do you think? I don't think people hate the Patriots as much now. It's a similar syndrome between Trump and Brady. Like if you don't like the guys, Trump, or if you don't like Brady, you don't like their teams, you don't like anything about, and then you don't like the non-vaccinated, I guess, because they think that they're all Trumpers. Isn't it funny that the Trump derangement syndrome and the Brady derangement syndrome are really the same thing?
Oh yeah, I actually would agree with that. I think humans act very, very similarly.
Yeah.
Matt, here was let's go, and this was shared by Boston Sports Info. They bring look at the rounding sweep away, so the cheaters can win the game and place the ball down. I got to tell you right now, after that Patriot game yesterday and 3 pass attempts, they broke this record from the snow game where they had 5 pass attempts.
But there was like 4 other games that had less passes still, like 2, 1. They were all Bills teams too, because they were all up there in Buffalo. Detroit probably would have had some of those games too, but they've been in the Silverdome since the 70s.
So. Exactly. My thought though is you got to bet some money on the Patriots to win it all now. I mean, what coach? Listen, we're going to run the ball. We're going to throw the ball 3 times, and guess what? We're still going to beat you. And
we're going to beat you by 4 at home. We're going to make you lose. And you had the Wyoming quarterback. I posted that yesterday. Who do you pick Wyoming or you take out the Alabama QB who's never played in the cold weather? I mean, I took the Wyoming quarterback at home, and I even got +4 on my second bet when they went down. So I pushed that, by the way. So I took the Bills -3, and then I took them +4, and so I tied 1 bet and I lost 1 bet.
All right, Matt, we got the double Gallagher formation first coined here at Market Vitals. The double Gallagher, it shows up in profile trading, and we got a beautiful double Gallagher. Actually, it's a triple in Bitcoin. Let's bring it up and talk about it, because great trading action in Bitcoin and a perfect double Gallagher formation. You heard it here first at Market Vitals.
Today's one of those days when the headliner writers, they're awfully confused. They're like, why is the market up so big? And here's the triple. Here's the Bitcoin, and it has filled the gap, by the way. The gap was right here where it broke down on Friday night at 51.8. That was the old low. It whooshed through there all the way down here to 42. So again, a significant sell-off there, Bob. I mean, almost $10,000+
Yeah, they said 300,000 little accounts, 430 million or of washout money. The other thing I saw too was the amount of the market cap that has been put in this year, which makes it very top heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, I forget what the percentage was, but a ton of the of the participation has come this year. Just like, you know, the Fed has printed 40% of all the money ever in the last 2 years also. Very top heavy.
Yeah. So yeah, you know,
as you move that, we get to a single Galaga, but as you bring more price discovery into it, it moves out to the double Galaga.
Yep. It's really the triple. It's got a little gun down here, but yeah, the big ones are up here. I mean, if you could get, I would love to sell 56 to 64,000 today, but we're not going to trade that today. So,
all right. So your first thought is any rally to 56,000, you want to sell that.
Yeah, that's super conservative.
And look for a reaction off of the value area.
Yeah. And that's right here. That's the lower end of the value area. So I would look for a retest, retrace to there. Sure, that would be great. And it probably will go as time goes by. If we don't get up there faster, it'll become lower, obviously, right? So it could be more like, I mean, you can see it even right now. It's closer to 54,000 just by, we obviously just flipped the time frame there. So as we were watching. So yeah, 54, 55, somewhere in there. If you could get up in there, that would be great. I really think 53 is probably a good area. Again, I believe in selling ranges and putting, you know, the larger chunk at the top, obviously. So wherever I feel like I'm willing to trade, that's what I would do. Everything is up today, Bob. We talked about it. Like so many names have already begun the right side with 20 to 50%, you know, fallbacks, and everything is green today. I mean, you pick a name, even Amazon's up 100, and their AWS was causing Netflix to be down, was causing Disney, Hulu to be down. So, but nobody cares. So it's just one of those days where that algo is on hard, and Amazon is up $100, as you can see here. But again, we're back into that same range. Like I don't know how many times we've talked about this year, but Amazon's just been, you know, and it went right to the value area right there at 33.20 or so. So again, nice little bounce in the short-term chart, but nothing's changed. I mean, I think, again, as we ride into the end of the year, the stocks that have been up will kind of hang up and stay up. And the ones that have been going down, like the pot stocks, will continue to go down. We're what is today? Today is
Pearl Harbor Day, man.
Pearl Harbor Day.
A day that will live in infamy.
Yes. And so it is Pearl Harbor Day. December 7th. I mean, we've only got, you know, maybe 15 trading days, and of those, maybe 10 of them are legit. We got rollover beginning this week in the financial futures. So, you know, I think that's part of, you know, the reason why we're bouncing here. Too many people got short in the hole there. They got to squeeze them out and then roll it over into the H. That starts this Thursday. You got a week to do it. I'm usually trading H by, you know, some days like today. I'm pretty much done with the Z by now. So I don't like to get caught in the fray of the rollover. So,
well, man, I want to share one other thing too, because if these are, or if this is a bear market type rallies, I want to share a visual of something here. And this is kind of what the bear market rally is.
This is the way my paper route went on ice days in Detroit growing up. That's
ice baby.
Yeah.
Now you think you're good. You're out of the frame. Everything must be fine. But then, wait a second. I thought the bear market was over.
He's like
winning the ball. Internet.
Oh, here goes the bowling pins.
Let's go to it, Matt. Let's go to the Nazi. Let's look at that. Ice baby. I mean, the speed with which the NASDAQ retook this value range on the medium term chart is staggering to me.
Yes and no, but you know, again, here's the thing, you know, that I always say about these moves is we're now, you know, that we bottomed at right where we should. This was by the way, 15,550 was right on the marker. The 50% retrace, Bob, from the low that we saw here in late September of 14.3 up to the high of 16,774. So that was a $2,400 move. And halfback was right here. This is why we said on Friday, you want to buy 55, you want to buy it. And it paid off handily. It's up 800 points. Now it's right back to the golden ratio, which is right here. It's 308, 309. and we're trading 322. So we're tickling it. You got all this action up in here. Remember those days last week, early in the week, when we were 400 up, 400 down, 400 up, 400 down. Well, now we're all the way back into that zone. We could trade as high as 500 today, and it's only another 170 points. Here's what I will say: of this 481 points that we have today, most of it came overnight again. So it's hard to get really excited about it again for me, because if most players in the futures are day traders, day performers, they all missed. Here's your close yesterday, right here. And that's 15,850. We were only up 50 or 60 points yesterday in the NASDAQ. So by the time we opened, which is right here at 6:30, we're already up 300 points. So, all right. Yeah, so from the open, the high in the first bar was like 170. So we're only up 160 net from the open. So we're only up we're up 1%. We're up 1% on the day, but we're up nearly 3 overall. So it's hard to get excited when most of that happens while you're sleeping and most of the participants aren't participating. So congratulations.
Well, anyway, I mean, this is
but it's a fast move. Yeah.
We've both said that this is
but we also haven't gone anywhere in the first, since the first 40 minutes. So it's a trend day, and you just got to sit back, and I'm offering.
Especially if you're the don't. All right, you got to be patient.
I'm offering higher prices up to 500 today, but I don't think we'll see 500. It's possible. And again, if we close over 500 on Friday, you're wrong. But today's Tuesday. We got a long time to go.
All right, I love that one right there, because it shows you how quickly it went right back to this point of control that goes back more than a month now.
Yep.
And it's also the 618 retrace. We talk a lot about synergy, Matt, meaning when multiple trading methodologies show up with the same level. And there's a perfect example of it. The fib retracement methodology, along with the market profile point of control methodology, right to it. I think it's an easy place to sell it, and with definable risk here. And if it rolls over, here's the thing about these fast moves now. It can just as easily evaporate now.
Yeah, the more parabolic, I mean, and look at the steepness on this. Whenever you see moves that are, I mean, these are like straight up, right? We haven't had a lot of these on the straight. Well, we've had a few, but they lasted half as long, and then they reversed. We've had a lot of them over the last couple of weeks, but this one is really parabolic. And so here's what I would say. I mean, prove it to me that you got more behind this besides just a natural squeeze. Anybody that was getting short here Friday or Monday morning, these are the people that are buying it up to here. Now the pros are going, okay, time to sell again.
Well, we got a meeting, Putin and our fearless leader, Matt.
Our resident.
Our fearless leader losing left, right, and center now on his mandate. Me and you had a mandate last night. It was a little bit different, but now this was a 83,000 employee health system in Florida. We saw the Cleveland Clinic, and I saw somebody else tweet that all 50 states now have rejected the federal mandate. Now, each state can have their own mandate, and de Blasio fully looking to ruin New York completely by putting in his own mandate on private enterprise.
Because 6 million lost visitors already in 2021 isn't good enough. He wants more people not to come. These guys are brilliant.
Make New York a shithole.
These guys are brilliant businessmen, aren't they? Brilliant.
And then I did see too that you shared that Austria has lifted their COVID.
Not so fast. Only for the vaccinated.
The vaccinated, the lockdown is over.
Correct.
The unvaccinated are still in jail.
Yeah, but are they putting scarlet letters on all the non-vaccinated? Like, what do they do? How are they figuring this stuff out? I mean, good luck. I mean, the whole thing is noise. Like, the president there resigned, the chancellor, whatever they call the guy. Then they got another guy, and then he was found partying with no mask. So he's already resigned. I mean, it's a total shit show over in Vienna and Salzburg right now. It's too bad. It's too bad because people like to go there for the holidays.
How about it? I mean,
yeah,
Christmas
again. You want to kill the travel? Go ahead.
That's got a nice ring to it.
Christmas in Vienna.
All right, let's cover a few more. Matt, crude on fire today. Up 4.5%. I guess we're not going away from oil this week.
Well,
bring it up. It looks to me like it might have set a range that will be very difficult to break out of for the near.
Again, 85s when you were screaming for 100, I was like, sell it. We're going down, and we got down to 62. Yeah, basically where we took off from in late August. We ticked there. We didn't quite get there. That was like 62. 62.10. So we got close, but yeah, I mean this looks bullish. Like now I like it. I liked it down there at the 62s. Already back up to 72. Any dips that you can get to 68 to 65, buy it again. But I don't know if you'll get them. They might just go right back up.
And then nat gas, the one that is the most lethal trading vehicle on the planet.
That made another new low yesterday, and I nibbled on it. Took about 4% out of it today. Nibbled on it yesterday, and then I know it pulled back. Might have to buy it again because I know it pulled back from. But here, let's start with the bigger chart here, just to again drive this home. I mean, nat gas went from 550. This was just a week ago from Friday, so 550 all the way down to 362. Oh, but lo and behold, look at where it stopped. Right where it should, and that's why you got the little bounce. And when you look at the short-term chart today, you'll see that bounce up to 383. But again, still kind of locked in. This thing will be off to the races, Bob, if it can get over 390. 388 is that number right here. So if you can get this thing with some momentum again, one more time above 390, it'll go back to 4 at least. That's this lower end. You got a huge gap to fill here. So, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Give me that easy money if it gives above 388 again. Otherwise, now I'd kind of wait. It already had that bounce from, we were picking it up yesterday at 364, 365, and it bounced to 381. Again, if you don't take profits for 4.5% a day, I don't know what's wrong with you on moves like that. And then you can either put it back on here, but if it doesn't hold, like we talked about here in that longer term chart, it potentially could roll, all the way down to like 270. So keep that in mind. This is dangerous still. It's still catching falling knives here. Over 388, it goes to 405 pretty quickly. But right now it's just kind of, it's in no man's land.
All right, Matt. Trend days. We don't have a lot to talk about on trend days.
Well, I mean, if you got long Friday, take profits. If you got long yesterday, take profits. I mean, you got some monster moves. I'm just looking at some of these moves here, Bob. The number of 10 plus percentage gainers is quite significant. Here, let me show you here real quick. You can kind of see this. But we were talking about a couple of these names before we came on. I mean, I'm just going to my broader list here. You have Amba, again, a semi company, up 15%. Trying to Playboy, because hot chicks are on sale, I guess, on Tuesday morning, so that's up 12.5%. I mean, when you start seeing the names that have been junk and running all day, all year happen again, that the game's still alive. Bumble, those that were riding that put looked a little exhausted to the downside to me. And there it goes. It's rallied from 30 now all the way up to 37. So hope you locked in those profits, Lee. They were there to be had for sure once it broke that 53, but it could go back to 45 or so. And then you put it back on. You got a firm having another nice day. These are big, look, 11%, 11.5%. But again, 176 down here to 90. I mean, the thing just sold off almost 40, 50%. So, it's a dead cat bounce. I don't see anything but Mara, all the Bitcoin names are up, obviously with Bitcoin up again today. CRISPR is up. 11%, but these names have been hammered. They were really hammered, Bob. The right side is so prevalent that, if you're not taking profits on some of these pigs, you're a pig. DWAC, Trump's new company, up, on the Nunez, I guess, information today, up another 10%, up $4.50. A lot of big moves, just a lot of big moves. The Dutch Bros is up back to up $5, 10% today. Say monster turnarounds, but these had been in significant downtrends. So if you're paying attention, these are, good. They were ready to swiftly move, and they came right to value areas that we talked about this when this thing was $45, $42. And now it's all the way back to 51. So if you miss these trades, now you know what to look for the next time, right? You use the profile to dig for areas that you're willing to buy, put some orders in here, and just forget about them. When these bounces come, you get paid nicely when the whole market moves like this. But don't when an entire market moves like this, don't think of yourself as smart. It's just an algo. It's just luck, and they happen. And we're in one right now.
All right, Matt. That's all we got. It's a quick show. It's a short show. It's best in show. Speaking of best in show, Matt, I got crickets from this one. And we talked about this last week, how the media has just snuffed the whole dog story and protect Fauci at all costs. And Jim Cramer shared this beautiful picture of his two little mutts. And I just said to him sarcastically, Fauci has just a small test for them. Are you okay with that? Does anybody want us to talk about it? Or does he just get protected to the end? Jim, we're going to sedate them just a little bit and then put something over their head and let fleas eat their brains out while they're alive. It's just a little test because, we need the science about what if you got caught with something over your head and it was full of fleas. That's real science there. That we need to figure that out. I mean, it could happen. Maybe there's a pandemic of nets filled with fleas that we get put over our heads. And we need to test this on dogs first to see if they could, in fact, actually eat your brains out. I don't know. Maybe Fauci can weigh in on this sometime this week and we can clarify the whole situation. Anyway, Matt, that's all I got. I don't like when people torture dogs, man. I don't like that one bit.
Don't mess with Bob's dogs.
I will totally John Wick you. All right. All right, Matt. You have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Please visit us at marketvitals.io. Please share and retweet the broadcast far and wide. Thank you so much for watching. Be disciplined, trade disciplined, mind the momentum. Pay attention to the double Gallagher, points of control, value ranges. All of these things, Matt, make you a more disciplined trader and therefore a more successful trader long run. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bobby.